You know, I'd say it's kind of fitting that after like basically a year of doing pretty much a Devil May Cry marathon on my channel, I think it's a side way to finish it off with a, by capitalizing on the tier maker hype and just make a tier list on all the Devil May Cry bosses because I like bosses and I've put a few hours into these games, just a few, not a lot. It feels like a solid send off after a year of pretty much just shilling these games. So yeah, don't really got much else to say. Already made like a few adjustments here with the smoking sexy style and most of Devil May Cry 2. So first of all, we got the end boss of DMC2 here. Actually, maybe the best boss in the game in my opinion. So I'd even be pretty brave and put him to D tier, you know. He's pretty strong. D tier is definitely him. This guy is definitely there. He's dog shit. This is this Arkham? Is it supposed to be Arkham? Can we get like a good zoom on that? Is that Arkham? There's that cool moment with Vergil, but the fight kinda sucks huge dick. So, Artemis. Artemis is good. Artemis is on first playthrough good. I'd say on repeat playthroughs, is she great? Would I say she's great? Because I think A is like great, S is like really really good, like superb, and smoking sexy style is most likely gonna be pretty lonely up there with maybe one boss. So I'll give Artemis a B. Yeah, I think B is fitting. She kind of sucks with V, and she's great with Nero and Dante though, so I might actually put her up depending on how the list looks. Then what do we got next? We got Bale, I think. Bale, is that the name? Let me double check. Bale and Dagon. Okay, Bale and Dagon. I think they're okay. I actually like him. I like him. I'd say I like him. They're like a B. A B is nice. They're like Frog Boys. Here we go. Not Cerberus. Beowulf. Beowulf. Beowulf is really good. He's great. He's one of my favorites in DMC3, as I've stated in a bunch of videos, I think. He deserves A tier easy. Fuck, I'm really tempted to put Artemis up there as well. Let's keep it like that. Okay. Burial. Burial is a B. A better B than Bale is, but still a B. Slightly above him, mostly due to the cooler design and just having a more kinetic fight overall. Another one of DMC2's not absolute dog shit fights, but still bad enough to not really warrant any real attention. That's a low D. I barely remember that, honestly. It's like shitty Nilo Angelo. Okay, Cavalier easy S. That's an easy S. Not even gonna consider that for a second. Original Cerberus, a little bit above Burial, I'd say. Just a bit. He's pretty good. He's a good early game boss. Maybe it's a bit too hard, honestly, but he's fine, in my opinion. Credo is another easy A top tier A. He's not far from S, but he's still an A. He's great, but I wouldn't put him like with Cavalier. It's like super good. Dante. Dante. I'm actually not that huge of a fan. I think the Dante fight is good. It's a good fight, but you know, he's missing a head. He's missing that key ingredient, you know? He doesn't have that same feeling that Vergil's fight have. He just kind of feels a bit lackluster and messy, so he deserves a B. Rand or Credo. Just that's fitting, like how these look, I think. Malphas is good. She's good, but I wouldn't say she's great. I think she's a bit too easy, honestly. Above Bale and Dagon, but her gimmick's cool, but I almost never see her do anything because she gets fucked up so quick. But she's good. She's good, but kind of on the low end of B. DMC5 Vergil. He's about even with Cavalier, I think. I wish he had a better theme. I'm not a big fan of his theme music in this game. The Nero fight's amazing, and all of his fights are like really, really great. But you only have that one fight, one real fight. And the music is kinda eh. But he's like here. But it's a really good fight though. It's like a culmination of all of his fights in every other game, so that's a very strong S. What next? Doppelganger. The idea is okay. It's like it's almost a D, honestly. Might even be a D, actually. Might move it. Let's put it there for now. It's not great. Echidna is a strong A. This is definitely a strong A. I've always been a fan of like her fight, even though it's pretty simple, but it's a really fun fight overall, and it has a lot of energy and a lot of different moves and variations and shit that you can do, so it's above Beowulf and Artemis, but it's not as good as Credo. Credo is the best fight in 4, easily. Geryon Knight, I think. It's better than the one in 3, but I wouldn't say it's better by much. Plus it's a V fight, so it's instantly at the lower end of the tier list for me. As far as like DMC5 bosses go, because you know it lacks the replay value of Nero's and Dante's fights. If you could fight him with Nero and Dante, he could be like up here even. Maybe even here, because his fight could be great, but as a V battle, gotta put him like here. The OG horse is just a bit below that, I'd say. Yeah, I put it a bit below. It's like here. It's a really cool gimmick, and the first time we fight him, the first fight is like an A, like the first time you see him, but on repeated playthroughs, this fight is kind of annoying in my opinion, compared to the first one. So it's like, when you first play, it's here, on repeated playthroughs, it's here, so overall, it's kind of like a low B. Gilgamesh is not very good. It's okay. It's a nice little spectacle thing, but it's okay. Not great, not good, kinda eh. Especially on repeat playthroughs again. What next? Ooh, Goliath. Goliath is really good. Goliath is really fun. I'd say it's about even with Credo in my opinion. Maybe a bit below. Griffin, the OG. That's a B, I think. It's like it's a pretty good fight. It's actually a pretty good fight. The higher end of DMC1 bosses. It's like here, I'd say. The second fight of the boat is mega bad. He instantly drops down because of that. Oh yeah, they even count this guy as a boss. I don't even remember his name. Hell Vanguard? Whatever. It's like an okay tutorial thing. It's pretty much a basic enemy later, but still okay. Jester. Jester's kind of in that same area. Just okay. The idea is alright, I guess, but there's nothing special, really. King Cerberus. King Cerberus is really good. He's really good. The more I've played the game, the more I've started to like him overall as a fight. He's kind of like Goliath in a lot of ways. I really don't like the new music they have for him though, compared to the old one, but he's about even with Goliath, in my opinion. He's very strong. I easily like him more than the original one. Ladies fight is kind of boring, which is a shame. Now this is gonna be probably the one that's, if anyone even watches this video, it's gonna be the controversial one. I fucking hate Mundus. I hate Mundus in DMC1. Like, I really didn't like the fight. My favorite part is the one where you just mop the floor when it's just a bunch of eyes. It's about as good as DMC2's final boss. Okay, why is this even here? That's awful. Ah, here we go. Nilo Angelo, classic. That boy is a classic. His final form is like really high tier, I'd say. Not as good as Cerberus. I put him here. Overall, all three fights combined. Like, singular fights are not quite as good, I think, but the three combined form a nice cohesive whole that put him off here. Plus his music's like the best in Devil May Cry 1. What's this one's name? Nevan, yeah, Nevan. I've always had a soft spot for Nevan. Like, she's good. Can be sometimes a bit tedious, which isn't all that great, but I do still like the fight a lot. Maybe not as much as these, but I think Nevan goes like here. Fits nice with the white's background there, so it's fitting. Nidhogg's one of the more nothing fights of DMC5. There's not many. Like, I like majority of DMC5's bosses a lot, or a lot. Like, I love many and like a bunch. So I'm gonna throw this bad boy into C, above Gilgamesh. Now, what the fuck is this? Hold on, what is that? What am I looking at? Oh, it's Nightmare. Ah, that image is awful. Not really a big fan, but it's okay, I guess. I never liked fights a lot. It's kind of eh. That's my opinion of him. He's just yeah. He's like a low C. I know a lot of people like him, but just not my fight, I guess. Complete dog shit. Below this guy though, this guy, wait, fuck. This guy is mega bad. I remember hating him. He's like the worst ever. But back to good stuff. Phantom. Phantom is... I like Phantom more than Griffin, honestly. I kind of want to actually swap these around now a bit. I think Phantom's better than the Frog. I changed these like this, yeah. Sanctus kind of blows though. His final form's okay, but he's really not that good of a fight, especially because he's the final boss. He gets a D. He has a cool finisher. That's pretty much it. I honestly prefer the Savior. Savior's slightly above him. He's like here. Ooh, Urizen. Why are all Urizen fights just combined into one? Because Urizen's final form is very different. His chair form is an A, and I'd say his standing forms get a S from me. So overall, I'm gonna put him as a low S. He's below like these boys. Like, these are high S's. He's a low one. Agni and Rudra. These boys get an A. This is a great fight. One of the good showcases for how to do a multi-boss battle right, like fighting multiple opponents. Almost as good as Beowulf. I'd say better than Artemis. Now the easiest one out of all, DMC3 Vergil. That's a smoking sexy style. You don't see his head because you don't need to. His actions speak louder than words. Like, all three fights combined make him the best boss in Devil May Cry. His final fight is better. I'd say it's about as good as in 5 actually, but because it's been built up the whole game, like, it's so much more satisfying overall as a boss battle. It's one of the landmark action game bosses ever made. I don't really want to put these separately, so let's just say the fight in DMC5 where these are all on the field. I'm just gonna put them like right next to each other somewhere. Having the like callback music for them is really cool, so I guess I'm gonna put them here. Let's order them right there. Below Cerberus and Dante, they're not like top tier, but they're pretty close. They're pretty close to having like being top B. About as good as these. So yeah, that's it, I guess. I didn't even realize that DMC is not on this, and well, none of them would have ranked high except Bob Barbas would be an A, but all the others are like here. And the rest of DMC2 is like dog shit, pretty much. So that about wraps it up. You can finally see what the year of me shelling these games has been building up to, and it's just basically a JPEG I could have posted instead of making a video.